Welcome back, Limitless Thinkers. You're tuned in to Limitless You, the channel dedicated to turning possibility into reality, one profound idea at a time. If you're hungry for insight that sharpens your edge, fuel that fires your ambition, and strategies that help you step into your greatest potential, you're in the right place. Today, we unpack Law number 11 from Robert Greene's classic, The 48 Laws of Power. Learn to keep people dependent on you. At first glance, the wording might feel a bit Machiavellian, but stick with me, because embedded in this law is a surprisingly uplifting truth. When you become truly valuable and irreplaceable, you unlock freedom, influence, and the power to serve at a higher level. Grab a notebook, silence the notifications, and lean in. We're about to dive deep into practical strategies, real-world stories, and step-by-step methods to make this law work ethically and explosively for your growth. Imagine two professionals starting on the same day. One blends into the crowd, competent perhaps, but interchangeable. The other quickly becomes the go-to problem solver, the teammate who sees patterns in chaos, the consultant who owns a niche, the friend who always has a plan. Fast forward 3 years. The first professional negotiates by pleading. The second negotiates by choosing which offers, which projects, and which opportunities to accept. What happened? Dependence. When others rely on your unique skill, your understanding, and your vision, you gain leverage, not to exploit, but to create win-wins on your terms. Robert Greene writes, "To maintain your independence, you must always be needed and wanted. The more reliant someone is on you, the more freedom you have." Strip away the sinister overtones, and you get a simple equation: value, reliance, freedom. Value: develop strengths few possess. Reliance: apply those strengths so others naturally lean on you. Freedom: use earned leverage to design the life you choose. Here's the key insight: dependence is neither good nor bad. It's a neutral force, like gravity. Handle it ethically, and you become a lighthouse that guides ships to safety. Handle it selfishly, and you become a black hole. Our mission today is to build a lighthouse. Let's time travel to 17th century France. King Louis XIV, the Sun King, knew every courtier wanted influence, so he lavishly centralized power at Versailles. Meals, dances, even morning dressing rituals required royal approval. The result? Courtiers grew so dependent on proximity to Louis that they paid for the privilege of serving him. Louis wielded enormous leverage, not because he forced them, but because he engineered an ecosystem in which access to him equaled status, opportunity, and wealth. Here's the modern takeaway: create an ecosystem, services, knowledge networks so valuable that people choose to plug into you. Let's bring it to today's world. Consider Apple. Each Apple device is great on its own, but the real magic is in the seamless experience. Your AirPods know when to switch, your files sync across all devices, your photos, your messages, they just work. Apple customers aren't trapped. They're loyal because the ecosystem offers convenience, speed, and synergy. That's dependence by design. That preference gives Apple pricing power, brand devotion, and independence from any single product. When you create systems and synergies that reduce effort for others, they come to rely on you, gladly. So how do you do this in your own life? Let's break it down into a blueprint you can follow. Step 1, audit your unique edge. What are the top 5 to 7 skills you're great at or could quickly develop? Now circle the one that overlaps your passion, your talent, and what the world values. Double down on it. Master it until you're in the top 5% of your space. Step 2, build a value stack. Around that one skill, layer on supporting strengths. For example, if your edge is data analysis, add presentation design, storytelling, and industry regulations. Suddenly, you're not just an analyst, you're a solution creator, a strategist. You become the bridge between numbers and decision makers. Step 3, package your ecosystem. Create tools, templates, checklists, reference guides that make other people's lives easier. Lead lunch and learns, post insights, offer guidance. The more people see that working with you equals ease and results, the more they'll want to work with you. Step 4, set healthy boundaries. You don't need to be available 24/7 to be valuable. In fact, the opposite is true. Document your processes so others can use them. Set specific times for access or meetings. The more structured your value, the more respected it becomes, and that turns your time into premium currency. Step 5, negotiate win-wins. When someone relies on your value, use that moment to create mutual growth. Ask, how can we build something sustainable together? Tie your efforts to shared outcomes. Profit, progress, purpose. You'll multiply your impact and grow your influence organically. Let's take a moment to address a concern you might be feeling. Isn't building dependence a little manipulative? Here's the truth. Intention defines impact. Transactional dependence says, I'm powerful because you're powerless. Transformational dependence says, I'm powerful because I empower you, and in return, you lift me too. That's not manipulation. That's leadership. Think of any great business, mentor, or movement. You'll find mutual dependence at its core. The mentor needs the hungry student. The student needs the mentor's insight. The company needs the innovator. The innovator needs the platform. We're not talking about control. We're talking about interdependence, the kind that raises both sides. And the beauty? Anyone can begin building it today. So here's your 24-hour challenge. Try these 3 power moves. Number 1, the 3-call challenge. Reach out to 3 people in your circle, coworkers, clients, collaborators, and offer something of value. Maybe it's a shortcut you discovered, a contact who can help fast, or just a second set of eyes. Don't ask for anything. Just give. Value leads to trust. Trust leads to reliance. Reliance leads to opportunity. Number 2, create a 1-pager asset. Think of one process you always help people with. Summarize it into a simple guide, checklist, or flowchart. Share it on LinkedIn and Slack through email. This one move instantly elevates you from helper to systems thinker, from team member to indispensable ally. Number 3, write a letter to future you. Date it 1 year from today. Describe in detail how you became irreplaceable, what you've mastered, who you've helped, what you've built. The clearer you define your destination, the easier it is to reverse engineer your path. As we close, I want you to hear this. Being dependent on doesn't mean being burdened. It means being chosen. It means you've built yourself into someone others trust, respect, and seek out. It means you've stopped chasing opportunities and started attracting them. So invest in rare value, engineer supportive ecosystems, lead with service, and back it with strategy. Do that, and you'll never need to manipulate to get ahead, because your value will speak louder than any tactic. Dependence isn't a chain. It's a ladder, one you build rung by rung, not to trap others, but to lift everyone higher. If today's episode sparks something in you, an idea, a plan, a new level of clarity, then I invite you to take one more step. Like this video, share it with one ambitious friend, and subscribe to Limitless You, where we believe growth has no ceiling and greatness is a choice made daily. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for believing in your potential, and thank you for being part of this community of thinkers, builders, and leaders who are writing their own rules. Until next time, keep learning, keep leading, and as always, stay limitless.